you very much for coming, everybody. It's great to see so many of you here. As I hope you're all aware, this is the first event of the Year of the Volunteer, and throughout 2012 we're going to be celebrating the achievements of our volunteers. Now the first team whose achievements we'll be celebrating are the wonderful Celtic team. Recently won a very prestigious award for all their work on Koyli. I'll let Helen tell you a little bit more about that.
The John Koyli Award.
It was indeed. But I'll let you take over at this point, Helen.
Yeah, thank you. Well, first of all, can I offer an apology on behalf of Steve Davis, who should have been standing here speaking to everybody. But as you know, he's been limping around following an operation on his foot and he's had to go back to the hospital this afternoon. But he sends his very best wishes and asked me to give his regards and great thanks to all of you guys. It seems to me that Koyli has haunted me all my life. Some of you have heard this before, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself. I grew up in Pontefract in West Yorkshire, and I'd never heard of the army until I drove down Wakefield Road with my dad one day, and there's this big castle-like building, and I was like, what's that castle about? And it's the barracks of the King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry. So I learned about the existence of the army and about barracks and what people did. And so King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry was my local regiment. I didn't know much else about them, and I never knew there was an engine named after it until I came here. And I walked into the museum and saw it and thought, oh, that's interesting. I went on holiday last week on a battlefield tour in Italy, going into a military cemetery, just to have a look around. What's the first thing I see? Koyli. Everywhere I go, it dogs me. The worst bit of it was when some years ago we were trying to find homes all over the country for locomotives that were being displaced from the museum because of ongoing capital works, so the Great Hall roof and various other works that were going on. And we lent the locomotive out to an organisation who were going to overhaul it and operate it on the main line. It was a great idea, but it was clearly the wrong time, and the finances went wrong, and the locomotive ended up partly dismantled and with bits missing off our site, and a rescue operation was undertaken, and the Celtic Preservation Society helped us out by giving it a home and giving it a repaint. And it came back to the NRM and stayed as a rather sad static exhibit until these guys came up and said, we're really sorry about the Celtic and we'd really like to make something of it, can we help? So that we didn't ask them, they came forward voluntarily, offering their time and their expertise, many of them as members of DPS, but to create a special group to return this locomotive to its proper condition. We kind of thought that would be really nice, but we're doing a lot else, so how can you manage it without too much support from us, and we can't give you any money? And they were like, well, don't worry about that, we'll do the fundraising for it. So, which is absolutely amazing for us. So not only have the guys come in and given their time and done the work, but they've actually raised the money to cover the cost of it. I think I might have put £5 in at one time for the budget, but, so it's absolutely amazing. They did so well, actually got it working again in the summer, so it's had a season operating on preserved lines, and how lovely does it sound when it's working hard. And it's been so successful that we've now agreed that they can go on a step further and prepare it for mainline operation, which we hope will happen by probably late summer this year. We'd really, really like it to carry that winged thistle headboard and pull the Sheldon shuttle, as it's probably hopefully its first train, with the Flying Scotsman steam locomotive on the other end, so a proper Flying Scotsman train with two eras of locomotives making that happen. It's absolutely fantastic that the work that these guys have done for us has culminated in the Heritage Railways Association recognising what a brilliant project it's been and how well it's gone, and giving them the John Koyli Award for Locomotive Restoration, which is handed out every year to the best locomotive restoration project. And it's been recognised exactly because a group of entirely volunteer-based people has raised all the money, done all the work, done all the method statements, everything, with kind of Matt kind of saying, yeah, go on then. Yeah, you can have another member. And me saying, don't spend more than there is in the budget. And they've always smiled about it. There's been some really good laughs. The relationship with the workshop staff has been great, getting the locomotive in and out under the crane, all that kind of thing. We've worked really well together. So I'd just like to say a really big thank you to Pete, who's the team leader, and all the rest of the guys. I'm not going to name because I'll probably forget somebody's name before I get there. But thank you very much. Well done. I'm not going to hand over the award to them because it's bloody heavy. You can come up and grab the pictures with me.
Oh, you're going to pick up this time, Nick.
So this is the trophy that we get for the year, and then that goes back next year. It has our plaque on it, and next year it'll go on to the next winner. But this one is the plaque that the group keep forever and ever to prove that they won this award.
Ellen, we want a safety valve for the steam heat boiler.
I wouldn't use that one. Right, there yourself.
Can I just ask everyone to smile just for the camera?
Smile. It's a bit of a challenge.
That's great, thank you.
Matt. No. Oh, yeah. Anyone want to hold that? Photos? Does anyone want to hold this? Yeah, well, we don't.
Well done for photos. No one's quite heavy.
Yeah.
Still some work to be done.
Yeah. There's a bite to eat tonight, haven't we?
Do you want to say a few words, Pete?
Hi. So I'd say, well, basically, thank you to everybody, all the volunteers here for, getting this loco restored. I mean, without any of these, it would have been possible. So again, a big thank you to everybody.
Thank you, guys. Well, that's really the end of the presentation. The guys are around, so if you do want to speak to them, or even better, if you want to help them and donate some money to them,
That's a good idea.
then they'll definitely talk to you about that. So we're all going to be mingling around for a bit longer and tuck into the food and everything else. But thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.